Hi Stampers! Today we're going to do the Clear Mount Cling Foam. This is a new product that Stampin' Up! Started selling in the catalog. And it's on page 205 in the catalog. Let me show you that. And it's right here. The Clear Mount Cling Foam. And you're going to use this product for when you're wanting to transfer your wood mount stamp sets, which would be like this. And you want to make them into a clear mount stamp set like this. Okay? So the only difference between the wood mount and the clear mount is the wood mount, you're going to have adhesive on this side over here to adhere to the wood block. And then the clear mount stamp set doesn't have the adhesive except for adhering to the rubber part of your stamp set. But the back part is like a cling mount. So this is what clings to your clear mount block. Alright, so let me go ahead and show you how to use this product. We're going to be using it on a wheel today. I'm going to show you how to take apart the wheel to remove the rubber from this plastic wheel, and we're going to make it into a stamp set using the clear mount. So what you're going to do first is you're going to find a wheel that you like, and you're going to look for a seam on the wheel. So mine is right here, and you can see it. It's usually a cut, or you can see glue. And what you're going to do is you're just going to peel that apart slowly. And you're going to remove that from the plastic wheel. And then since this one says, let me see what this one says. This wheel is Little Christmas, and I believe it's retired. But this one says, have yourself a merry little Christmas. And it's on here multiple times. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my craft and rubber scissors, and I'm just going to separate the images. I'm just going to do one piece of this stamp, of this rubber, just to show you how to do it here. So I'm just going to trim this down a little bit closer to the image so I don't have that border. And remember, when you're cutting, you want to cut in straight cuts. If you cut at an angle, you're going to get an angle cut on your rubber and your foam. So just remember to always keep your scissors straight up and down, and you'll get a clean cut. Okay, so there's the image that came off the wheel. Now there's two more sets, so I could actually put these together and make like a whole image for this greeting here, but I'm just going to do the one. Okay, so now there's two sides to this cling foam. This side is going to be the sticky side, and you can see when you peel back the one side, it's going to be sticky. So this side is going to be the face up when we're cutting. So let me go ahead and lay this side face up. And now there's a couple ways that you can do this. You can take the rubber piece of your stamp and just kind of position it onto the cling foam, and you can trace around that if you want to just cut that with the adhesive paper on there. This just makes it a little bit easier to cut. Or you can peel this back and just stick that right onto the sticky part of the cling foam and then just trim around it. But I'm just going to go ahead and use this part that I traced out first. And I'm going to use the craft and rubber scissors again. Those work the best. And what I'm just going to cut in straight lines, that outline of that outline that I did with the pin. Okay, so since this is the sticky side up, I'm going to peel that backing off. And I'm just going to layer this right onto that sticky part of the cling foam. Stick that on there. And then if there's anything that's overhanging over the edge, you can just go ahead and trim that off. And make sure you're doing straight cuts. Okay, so there's the stamp. It's ready to go now, so let's go ahead and stamp it. We're going to peel off the backing to reveal the cling mount part of the stamp. And then I'm just going to go ahead and stick this onto my clear mount block. And see, it's on there. Now you're not going to have the image, but if you just look at the image, you can kind of see how it's going to be stamped. So you're just going to go ahead and put that on your block. And I'm just going to use the Concord Crush. and grab some Whisper White. I'm just going to stamp this image. How cute is that? Can you see it? Love it! So you can transfer your wheels, which this one isn't a wheel anymore, but you can transfer your wheels and also your wood mount stamp sets. Now the wood mount stamp sets, what you would do is if they're already mounted, you would take the stamp and you would put it with the rubber facing up into your microwave, and you would heat it for 10 seconds, no longer than 10 seconds, just to get that warm. Then peel that off, and then you're going to separate the rubber from the foam, and then you're just going to have that piece of rubber like what we did with the stamp right here. And then you would just do the same thing as what we did with the cling foam. So that's it. How easy is that? All right, we'll see you later. Bye.